without Instant Pages. So I'm originally from the DC area, so I'm a big fan of the Washington Post. So I go to Google, I type my search, I scan for the result I want, I click, and I wait. Even on this really fast internet connection, it takes time for the text and images to load. Until now, it's just been a fact of life. But now let me show you Instant Pages. What I have here is two identical versions of Google Chrome running side by side. The one on the left has Instant Pages disabled, what I'll call old Google. The one on the right has Instant Pages enabled. Now I also have an extension installed that will mirror my actions from one browser to the other. If you watch closely, you'll see there is a slight bit of lag. But because I'm controlling the browser on the left, I'll actually be giving old Google a head start. I'll also go ahead and clear my cache on both browsers just to show that I don't have anything free cache. So let's go ahead and use that same search from before. Now the first thing to notice is that there really isn't anything to notice. The search results page looks exactly the same. But the difference will come when I click. And what you'll see is that the browser on the right will load the page much more quickly than the browser on the left. Done. Yeah. As you can see, the browser on the right with Instant Pages loads the page practically instantly. There's no time waiting for text or images to download. They're just there. At the bottom of the page, we have a small timer installed that shows how long it takes for the page load event to fire. Now you can see on the left that it takes about 3.5 seconds on this very fast connection for that page to load. Whereas on the right with Instant Pages, it was effectively instant. Instant Pages is enabled by new pre-rendering technology in Chrome being intelligently triggered by Google Web Search, and we're very confident that we know what result you're going to want. But of course, Instant Pages doesn't just work with news sites. As an example, I'm going back home to DC later this summer, June 30th, and while I'm there, I want to see if one of my favorite summertime activities, the Folklife Festival, will be running. So I'll do my search, DC Folklife Festival. Oh, yes, it's Smithsonian Folklife Festival. It's the result that looks best to me. Done. And again, with Instant Pages, it loads effectively instantly. In fact, it was so fast that if I looked pretty quickly, I could have answered my query that yes, it is going to be running June 30th when I'm home, before the other browser had even loaded the page. I've also heard that there's a great new museum called the Spy Museum that friends tell me I should visit when I'm home.
That sounds exciting.
Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and research that and see if it's worth visiting. So what I have here is results that show on a map where the Spy Museum is. But of course, what I want is to learn more directly from the source. So I'll click on their site. Done. And again, with Instant Pages, it's effectively instant, whereas it took about 4 seconds with Instant Pages. In fact, it was so fast that I could start exploring the site, browsing, learning more about the museum before the other browser loaded. But of course, it's DC, it's a summertime, it's going to be hot. I'm sure by the end of the day, I'm really going to want a cold treat. Luckily, I know the best place is called the Dairy Godmother. It's one of my favorite places in my hometown. They have amazing frozen custard, and each day they have a different flavor.
I should try it next time I'm in DC.
Yeah, it's great. So what I'm going to do is search for Dairy Godmother flavor of the day to see which result I have to look forward to. And so it's flavor of the day forecast. That sounds about right. Done. And you can see that in this case, the page didn't load instantly. It took a little while to load. But even with that, with Instant Pages, it was about 4 seconds faster. And again, I could answer my question. Swiss chocolate almond is the flavor I have to look forward to before the other pages even loaded. So that, in a nutshell, is Instant Pages.
Thank you, Alex.